Hello, Mario64 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. But before I do this, I would like to apologise for something. There was an LP of a game I was doing called Cool Spot, and I had a little save state boo-boo with that game, and I lost my progress, and I was going to play through it back up to where I was. That means going through toying around. Oh, that level took so long. But I digress. But then I thought, well, there are other games I'm desperate to do. So I thought, you know what? We'll pretend Cool Spot never happened. Well, that LP never happened, even though I'm just talking about it right now. So I present to you my Let's Play, and before I continue any on, I'm not really sure if I call this a re-Let's Play or a Let's Play, because I already played it once, but it was without commentary. And even then, I did LP it once, actually, but oh, I got rid of it because, well, because of technical difficulties. Let's just say that. Kirby's Fun Pack. Well, it's actually called Kirby Superstar, but this is the European version. Kirby's Fun Pack is a very interesting game. It is honestly my favourite game of all time. You have 8 games in one, although they all play very similarly. Yeah, they have exactly the same gameplay, but they have their own little gimmicks to them. And you also have 2 other sub-games. This game was later remade for the DS as Kirby Superstar Ultra. That version, I haven't 100%ed, but I would love to help that version one day. The furthest I got was the True Arena. And the Spring Breeze. Spring Breeze is pretty much a remake of the original Kirby Dreamland for the GBA, but abridged a little bit in Dreamland. And by the looks of things, they're causing an earthquake. DDD soldiers. Lag. I've stolen all the food in Dreamland. Bastards. Here comes our hero Kirby riding in the Spring Breeze. Let's the adventure begin. Tutorial. I already know this game, but I want to go through this because it's something I really want to point out. And it's just hilarious. Welcome to the beginner show. Yeah, we know. For you first time players, here's how we play. Bear in mind, this is the PAL version. We had the Famicom controller's color scheme. And it calls it purple buttons, even though the buttons are not purple. Why didn't they change that? I never know. He's a jolly fellow. I do love that. It's brilliant. I think he makes a funnier face in the remake. But even then, the remake doesn't have the same problem as the European version because DS looks the same, well, in all regions. I'm pretty sure all that text is from the American version, but they never thought to change that. Anyway, beam. Use the beam attack against enemies. This is something I love about this game, and I'm really annoyed that a lot of Kirby games after this never did. Multiple attacks with abilities. To be honest, to be fair, Amazing Mirror and Squeak Squad, or Mouse Attack as it's called in Europe, did do it to some extent. But then this game's remake will come about, and then after that, Kirby Return to Dreamland, or Kirby's Adventure Wii, as it was known in Europe, would let it bring back the multiple abilities, multiple attack. Anyway, Beam Whip, Cycle Beam, Dash Beam, Capture Beam, yada yada. I might show off some of those moves. That said, Beam's not a bad ability. It's not something I like to use multiple times. And also, something pretty cool about this game, helpers. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to use helpers all that much. They're, well, handy, but the only thing is they have barbarian-like berserker tendencies. Their obligation is to, well, protect you and kill everything, no matter what. You see, Will-Do puts himself out for me, which is great, as I like to set him on fire. Now, if I had a fire ability, that would be so funny. Never mind. Yeah, the helpers, they would be handy if they didn't ram into every single enemy. Or at least kill themselves. And like, Waldu's being smart there. They don't know how to dodge. All they know is a strike. Or charge into things. The helpers also are palette swaps of the enemies. In fact, these palette swaps for the helpers, they would later on be... Oh shit, I never explained about Cutter. They would later become the normal palettes for the enemies. For the for the enemies. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. Bomb. Bomb, you can throw a bomb, and you can dash to do a strike throw, and just drop a bomb like that. You can also change the angle of your bomb. It can be quite helpful, but it's helpful a lot more in Return to Dreamland. And he's stuck down there. Also, they don't have very good direction finding. So he's kind of like stuck there. Hopefully he's not going to be a pleb and drop. Oh, never mind. He's coming up here. And this is our first boss. Wispy Woods. He's a wimp. Just blitz him with explosions. And we made him cry. Wispy Woods is always a wimp. Pretty much. And also your helpers do a little dance. However, their dance kind of sucks as it reuses sprites. In Kirby Super Ultra, they do get their own... have extra sprites for the dance moves. Anyway. Ugh. Fighter. This ability is awesome. One of my favourites. Pretty unique as what you do depends on if you tap the button or hold it. You can also do a Shoryuken. Later on, you could, in the series, Kirby could pull off a Hadouken, which is cool. But yeah, later in Kirby, why the hell were you trying to dive down the... Okay. I'm not sure if this is because this is under emulation or something, but I've noticed in one or two failed LPs or just test recordings in general that helpers seem to, like, the helpers AI seems to be more retarded than I remember. And here, you should have this because you just impaled yourself like a dumbass. Why are you trying to go for him? He's in a bloody wall. Oh, God. Ice. Pretty much like fire that we'll see later. It's not bad, but not one of my favorites. Fire. It's quite a fun ability. It's pretty much like ice, but fire. You can also do this, which is fun. You get to set yourself on fire. Oh, and Chili put himself out for me, which is great, as I like to set him on fire. Yes, I can finally do that joke and make it funny. Oh, that's Crash. That thing is. And you just ran into it. Why the fuck did you do that? No! You bastard. I wanted that. You twat. You twat. I'll just figure out a suitable punishment for you later. Oh, I know. Die. Worth it. And I forgot to talk about code again. Fucking noodle. Oh. No. Missed my timing. I was going to do a fire roll. Yes, this is a good time. Oh. Right into him. Oh, these characters are also from, I believe, based off characters from a little series called Eggland or Adventures of Lolo. Except they're called Lala and Lolo. Well, La 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 and Lo Lo Lo. They have an extra Lo or La and in the name. There are also minor characters in the Kirby anime, and yes, there's Kirby anime. I thought it was pretty good, actually. I think it's actually dubbed by 4Kids. And burning. Sword. Sword is definitely my favourite ability in the game. Well, not exactly my favourite, but it's pretty much my favourite in the series when a certain other ability isn't available. But I don't think we'll see that ability for quite a while. Well, at least until... Oh, there's Mirror there. But can't be asked to get him. I'll have a chance to show him off later. Because I do need him for a puzzle. But I guess I could talk about it now. Or would it be best if I just wait until... Yeah, I think I'll just wait until I get a hold of Mirror. All I have to say is, Mirrors, the enemies that give Mirror, are probably some of the most annoying enemies in the game. And you just got fried by Cracker Jr. Ha. Yeah, this is Cracker Jr. It's an eyeball. Oh, and you can do this. God. I think in this playthrough, I'm actually going to try and not abuse guard. Because the guard feature in this game is broken as all hell. It defends against anything, except certain projectiles. Will still hit you, but it'll only do chip damage. That's Mick. That's Mike. It's pretty much like Crash. I didn't explain about Crash very well, didn't I? Crash... Oh god, no. 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 Stop munching on me. No. Ow. Oh god, I'm on spikes. That can't be good. And there's Puppy Ross Jr. over here. I think if you get him so far up here, he'll actually blow himself up. I really want to see him do that. But well. However, something you must warn about, I must warn you about, is that you should be careful. I think he'll blow himself now. No, he's not. Bollocks. Yeah, even though the extra health is the Maximum Tomato is very handy, the only real downside to it is that when you attempt to go for it, and you've killed that Puppy Ross Jr., he'll respawn and he'll be right there. And it's very more likely than not he'll hit you. And there's Stone. I believe I'll have another chance to use Stone later. But Stone Yeah, I think I'll talk about stone now, because I don't intend to use it very much. Stone... Why are you breathing? Oh, if you go up, you get a bear. I think it's a bear. Stone allows you to pound stakes, which we won't see until, well, Dynablade. But you know, we get a better ability for that. And you just ran into a wall do. You are smart. Ow! Oh, yeah. Krakow. Nearly every single game you use period in, except this one, is a pain in the ass. Like, certain elements of this game also reappeared in Kirby's Return to Dreamland. And oh look, I think it will regain all health, I think. You're dancing with 0 HP. I mean, so is Steve. This guy's a trooper. He's on fire and he dances. Even though they mysteriously disappeared. But anyway, now we're on Mount DDD. Or as the Japanese version of Brawl calls it, in Day Day. That's the Japanese voice acting. I'd love to have a little rant about that. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of it, but that said, something that does annoy me when people say English voice acting sucks, even when it doesn't. Oh, and look over there. Top of the morning to you, Mario. Luigi. Oh, you can also see Peach. Bowser's also there, and a Properos Jr. Or Properos Senior. But you can't really see him because the screen cuts off. But it is actually in the ROM. I'll save you all do. Doff as he gets blasted into the sunset. I am angry. I am sad. I mean, that poor castle. It's got a hole in its head. It looks so depressed. It looks like it's going to cry from the agonizing pain. And now it's being carried into the sky. And it's afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. At least the food's coming out. And what's this stuff called? Damn it! Give me a chance to read who made this bloody game. Yeah, each of these games have their own little credit sequence. And while I'm here, I may as well continue my little rant about Japanese voice acting. Like, I must admit, Japanese voice acting doesn't impress me that much. I mean, I must admit, some of them are pretty damn good. There's some retarded ones, like, oh, Ratchet's Japanese voice actor. Have you ever heard Ratchet's Japanese voice actor? Oh my god, he's so hilariously bad. It just does not fit the character. And Kirby exploded. I'm still being carried in the sky. Why? Why won't you let me fall? I want to touch ground again. Next. See, I must admit, I was going a little bit off topic there. And also, another Japanese voice actor that doesn't really bother me all much. I listened to a little clip of Japanese Kingdom Hearts 2, and I really don't like Japanese voice actor for, what's his name? Hades. He sounds like he's absolutely batshit insane. He doesn't sound conniving like Hades usually is. He does the infuriated part extremely well, though. But that said, I was going off a little topic there. I am sorry about that. Next time, this will be more interesting, I promise. So then, next time, we're going to be doing another one of these games. Is it in order? Well, it may not be. But maybe it will be. See you next time.